Hi guys, it's Gabrielle from Nails.Overload. This is the first tutorial I am making. It's a Halloween Watermarble tutorial. I'll be using a white nail polish, 3 Color Club holographic nail polishes, and a top coat. The links will be below with all the products that I use. Around my nails, I am putting liquid latex that I had got from Amazon, and I will put the link to that below. And if you follow my Instagram account, which is Nails.Overload, then in the past you've seen me do a video on where I transfer my big liquid latex to a smaller bottle for easy application. I put it all around my finger because water marbles are very messy and they get even underneath your nail and underneath, like right underneath your nail, so I try to avoid cleanup. So I'm dropping the holographic polishes into the cup, and I'm using the white as a base coat to make the holographic polishes even more opaque onto my nail so the design is bolder. So a little tip, you want to have room temperature water, and I haven't really seen a difference between filtered water and unfiltered water. This water that I'm using in this video came from my sink, so I don't really think that matters. But room temperature. I'm taking a tiny dotting tool and cutting through the design. Another tip with that is you don't want to cut too deep or else you will cut like a hole in your design. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you see, maybe it'll happen. I'm not sure, I don't remember, but I just dip it in there. Another thing, you don't have to use a dotting tool. You can use a water marble tool that you can purchase online. You can use toothpick, orange sticks. I've seen people use, I actually used to use a needle and an eraser because it was super tiny. So any of this work. I'm taking some manicure scissors and cutting the back of the liquid latex because it will just make the peeling up process easier, because if I were to just peel over, I could smudge the design or completely ruin the design that's on my nail. So we just want to save that. So the peel wasn't perfect, so I am taking some acetone and a nail art brush and just cleaning it up where I think it needs some cleanup around the cuticle on the side of my nail. So a majority of this video is just me dropping polishes into the cup. So it also depends on how much polish is on the brush for how quickly or how slowly the polish is going to spread. So if there's more polish, it's going to spread more. If there's less, there's not going to be as much polish that's going to be dropped in there. And you just keep dripping it, and I have the same pattern through everything. It's always orange, black, purple. And these colors were inspired kind of by witches, so that's why I consider it a Halloween water marble. So just taking my little dotting tool again and swiping out, and each time you swipe through the polish, you really want to wipe it good so that way you don't like mix the colors. You want the colors to stay individual. So in this design, I swiped the inner rings outwards and the outer rings inwards, if that makes sense. And so I kind of call this like a flower because I just think it looks like petals. And I've seen this design on Instagram where you swirl it and it looks really cool in the cup, so I'm like hoping that it looks really good. So I'm going to use my pinky, ignore the black dot, that's marker, and I just blow on the surface of the cup and take a Q-tip and just clean up the excess polish so that way I don't get it on my beautiful design. And that does not look like the cup. I'm going to keep it anyway because I don't feel like redoing it. So that's a nail fail in my opinion. What do you guys think? So you can see here that the black did spread more than the purple. I don't really know why it does that because I don't know the science of water marble. I just learned that Color Club nail polishes work amazing for it. So I'm just dripping the polishes in. I also like to have the same amount of polishes for each color, except in this case I added an extra orange. And if you follow my Instagram account, which is the same as my YouTube account, then you see me do this design a lot. I kind of call it a zebra design, and I call it a zebra design because it's zigzag. If you saw that and just a little bit back, I went too far on the outer ring and it started to kind of lift up. You don't want to, when you swipe, you don't want to go all the way out to the outer ring. You kind of want to go 2 to 3 rings in. So I don't know if you saw that, but it's been bothering me. It bothered me. I was scared I was going to mess up the whole design. It just wasn't going to work. I really like this design. And right here, there's a little bit of white, so I just took a teeny tiny striping brush, with some of that orange polish and just put it on there. So this design is very cool in my opinion. It is kind of the same as the flower design, but instead I didn't swirl it because I learned my lesson that I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to that design. So I just left it alone and just did the flower. And I used my thumb because I wanted to get like one of the petals, as I call them. And so I just blow. After I dip my finger and I blow, pick up the excess polish. And this is like my favorite so far. I really like the way this turned out. What do you guys think? So this is the Instagram version of one of the nail designs I did. So it's really fast. It's the same flower design, but I wanted to dip it in a different direction. And I don't really like it. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but whatever. Just gonna top coat it and get done with it. So here's the final products. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see new videos, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.